very strong trading partner of the United States. We have 750 U.S. companies operating in Ireland. We have a huge trading relationship in both directions in goods and services. And unfortunately, even though we have no involvement in the Airbus project whatsoever, about $500 million worth of Irish exports will be affected by these tariffs. So we're very strongly in favour of resolving this issue between the EU and the US and getting back to working on improving our trading relationships rather than getting into a tit-for-tat tiff over tariffs, which will only lead to damage for both of our economies.
Ambassador, have you been involved in any of these conversations with these tariffs going into effect? And if so, what has been the gist of them?
Well, yes, I have. I mean, every ambassador here in the United States, every European ambassador is concerned about the impact of tariffs on trade between the US and their own countries, and that's certainly the case for Ireland. These tariffs, for example, will hit Ireland hardest of all the EU countries on a per capita basis, and we are, in terms of the volume of exports affected by these tariffs, we're number 6 in the European Union, even though we're a very small country with a population of less than 5 million. So this has been a particular concern of mine and of the embassies for the last 6 months or so, and we still hope that somehow the EU and the US can get down to resolving these issues and to removing these tariffs and working on developing the trading relationship between our two economies rather than damaging it through a dispute of this kind.
Yeah, and sticking with trade, but shifting gears to Brexit, obviously, this crucial vote coming tomorrow.
Yes.
In terms of the borders on the island of Ireland, is this really the main issue that could once again derail a potential deal? How are you thinking about this? What's at stake here?
Well, we're very much in favour of this agreement because we had two concerns about the impact of a no-deal Brexit. Firstly, that it would have posed risks to the peace process in Northern Ireland had there been any border controls imposed on the island of Ireland. And secondly, that it could have been very economically damaging for our economy. Now, we believe that on both of those counts, this deal is a good deal for Ireland, for the UK and for the European Union, because it will avoid any imposition of border controls on the island of Ireland, and it does give the European Union and the UK a period of at least 1 and maybe more years to work out a new trading relationship, and therefore minimising the damage to the economies of both the UK and the European Union, because Ireland would have been very badly affected by any such disruption of trade that could have come about as a result of a no-deal Brexit.
You want to handicap the vote tomorrow in Parliament for us, as many others are trying to do right now?
I'm a diplomat, but I don't have a crystal ball to look into. I hope very much that this deal does go through, because it will, I think, remove a lot of uncertainty from the economies of Ireland, the UK and the European Union. And it will be good for the United States as well, by the way, because anything that damages the economies of the UK and the European Union will also be damaging for the US. And that's why I've been talking to people here over the last year, urging them to support the kind of deal that this agreement yesterday will bring about. And I'm particularly pleased that Irish-American politicians, Irish Americans, have been very supportive of Ireland's position of wanting to avoid any risk to the peace process, which Americans played such a role in bringing about 21 years ago.